Okay, so my poem was Song for the Wandering Jew, and this was by William Wordsworth.
So, what was the significance of your title?
Um, well, at first, I literally thought maybe he was like referencing to religion and how, like
The
Jewish
Jewish
people,
negative connotation of religion.
yeah, and how they didn't really have a place maybe at that time. So that's just my first thought was.
Okay, and what's the literal meaning of your poem?
Well, the one, okay. So the meaning really was about the wandering Jew, but the wandering Jew is really just like a plant that tends to like grow anywhere. It's just literally wandering, and I don't know why it's called a Jew. But
So, throughout your poem, you talk about animals. Why? What kind of metaphor are the animals symbolizing?
okay, so like the entire poem is literally just an extended metaphor. He kind of like talks about a bunch of animals. Like, for example, well, by each stanza, he's talking about a different animal. The first one is literally just about the wandering Jew and how it tends to live in like a bunch of different places. The second one, he's talking about the clouds and like how they belong in the sky and like how all of that happens. The third one, he's talking about an animal which is chamois.
What's a chamois?
Chamois. And then,
What is that?
well, the line is of the Alps, the chamois bound. A chamois is kind of like a goat, and the Alps is where they tend to live. So, um, oh, it's still recording. Okay. That's just where it tends to live. So he's saying that everything kind of has a place. Like the clouds have a place in the sky and like over the hills. The chamois has a place in the Alps. The fourth, yeah, the fourth one is talking about seahorse and how it has its place in the ocean. The raven has its place in a cliff. The sixth stanza is about an ostrich and how he lives in the desert. I'm not sure how correct that is. Anyways, of course, I knew. Okay, and then the last stanza is kind of where he starts talking about himself. It's kind of
So, you think that the poem has a direct personal relationship with the author?
Yeah. It's kind of about like, well, the stanzas before it, it's talking about animals that have a place, while the last one, it finally
It's a change in tone.
it's like where the change in tone is, and then he finally talks about himself and how all these animals have a place, but somehow he doesn't have a place, and that it's kind of like a jealous tone.
What was your initial reaction to the poem?
Well, the first time I was reading it, I still thought it was about a Jew, so I did not quite understand it. But then
Once you came to recognition that it was a piece of plant, did it kind of make more sense, all of it, or did it just kind of put pieces together?
um,
When did you find out about the metaphor?
when I actually like Googled what a wandering Jew was, like at first it was I just someone told me it was a plant. And then I tried to like put the pieces together and it still didn't make sense. So then once I Googled wandering Jew, it talked about like how it tends to just grow anywhere. So then it kind of made sense. But yeah. And yeah, that is it.